There's a certain kind of silence that comes when a teenager is lost in their phone. Not peaceful silence, but a disconnect. A distance. As parents, we've all seen it. Heads down at dinner, earbuds in during road trips, eyes glued to screens while the world passes by. It's not that they're doing anything wrong. It's that they're missing everything else. In a world where attention is currency and distraction is endless, many parents are searching for a way to bring their teens back to the present moment. Something that goes beyond screen time timers or endless lectures. Something that reminds them how to just be, without the scroll, the notifications, the noise. And one unexpected answer is gaining traction again: summer camp. But not just any camp. Phone-free summer camps. A place where teens swap Wi-Fi for woods, apps for archery, and group chats for actual conversations around a campfire. A place where for the first time in years, they can't refresh TikTok because there's no signal. And something remarkable happens when they can't reach for their phones. They reach for each other. It might sound old-fashioned, even extreme, but more and more parents are discovering that a few weeks away from screens is exactly what their teens need. Not as punishment, but as healing, as a reset, as a breath of fresh air, in every sense. In this video, we'll explore why phone-free camps are making a major comeback, what parents are seeing in their kids afterwards, and how stepping away from the screen could be one of the best parenting choices of the year. Modern parents are facing a new kind of fear, one that previous generations never imagined. It's not just the worry of where your child is, or who they're with. It's what's happening behind that screen. The nonstop scrolling, the late-night group chats, the constant exposure to filtered lives and unrealistic standards. It's a silent, creeping concern that your teen is slipping away, not physically, but emotionally and mentally. We're seeing more anxiety, more irritability, and more disconnect among teens than ever before. And while we can't blame it all on screens, we know they play a big role. It's the way their eyes glaze over after hours online, the way they struggle to focus, the way their mood changes with a single notification. It's not just screen time, it's screen dependency. As parents, we try what we can. We set timers, we limit access, we encourage outdoor play. But it's hard to compete with a world designed to be addictive. It's hard to pull them away when they feel like their social lives exist entirely inside that device. And it's heartbreaking when your child seems more connected to strangers on an app than to the people sitting next to them at the table. Many parents are also seeing the impact on relationships. Siblings don't talk. Meals happen in silence. And when conflict arises, there's a tendency to escape. Into headphones, into games, into the glow of a screen. We miss the eye contact, the spontaneous laughter, the long talks before bedtime. We miss them. That's why the idea of a phone-free camp feels less like restriction and more like rescue. A rare chance to take a break, not just from the phone, but from the pressure it brings. A chance to remember what connection feels like in real time. Across the country, a growing number of camps are proudly advertising what used to be considered a drawback: no phones allowed. For some, this rule has been in place for decades. But now, it's the feature parents are most excited about. These camps are becoming sanctuaries, spaces where teens can step away from digital noise and reconnect with nature, with peers, and with themselves. The first few days at a phone-free camp can be tough. Teens may go through withdrawal symptoms, restlessness, boredom, even frustration. But then, something beautiful happens. Freed from the constant dopamine hits of social media, they start to notice things again. The way the sun hits the lake in the morning, how good it feels to laugh with someone face to face, the deep satisfaction of building a fire or conquering a hiking trail. What these camps offer isn't just time outdoors, it's restoration. Kids begin to sleep better. They become more engaged, more curious. They start talking, really talking, to each other and to counselors. They write letters home, play sports, tell stories under the stars. And by the end of the session, many don't even miss their phones. They've remembered how full life can feel without them. One of the most beautiful transformations parents report after sending their kids to phone-free camps is emotional clarity. Teens return home more present, more grounded, and noticeably lighter. Without the constant stimulation of social media, their brains get a rest, and it shows. Sleep improves, mood stabilize, and their ability to connect and communicate seems to deepen almost overnight. There's also a sense of pride that grows when kids take on new challenges. building something with their hands, learning how to lead a group hike, or simply surviving without texting for days. These moments build confidence. They remind teens of what they're capable of outside of likes and comments. And that confidence follows them back home, influencing how they show up in school, with friends, and even at home with family. Sending your teen to a phone-free camp might feel like a leap of faith, but it's one that more and more parents are choosing to take. And the results speak for themselves. Parents often say their child comes back changed, not dramatically but meaningfully. More open, more patient, more engaged in the world around them. And perhaps most importantly, more confident in who they are when they're not performing for a screen. These camps remind us, as parents, that it's okay to unplug. That disconnection from devices can lead to deeper reconnection within families. Even if a full summer camp isn't possible, the idea behind it can still guide us. Maybe it means one tech-free evening a week. Maybe it means more eye contact at the dinner table. What matters is the intention. To show our kids that the best parts of life don't come with a notification. As parents, our job isn't to make life perfect for our kids. It's to help them grow into people who can face life with strength, clarity, and connection. A phone-free summer camp might not be the easiest decision, but for many families, it's one of the most rewarding. It gives teens the chance to step outside of the digital current and find their own rhythm again. And it gives parents a rare opportunity to welcome home a version of their child that's just a little more present. If this message resonated with you, share it with a friend who might need to hear it. And if you've ever considered sending your teen to a phone-free camp, or have done it already, drop your story in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going and remind each other, the best connection we can offer our children doesn't come with Wi-Fi. It comes from being fully here.